John Amos Comenius, born on 20th March 1592, Margrave of Moravia, died on 15th November 1617, Amsterdam in Netherlands. John Amos Comenius said, "Let the main object to seek and to find a method of instruction by which teachers may teach less, but learners learn more. The school is the manufactory of humanity. Much can be learned in play then will afterwards be of use. That will afterwards be of use when the circumstances demand it." John Amos Comenius was a Czech philosopher, pedagogue and theologian from the Margrave of Moravia, who is considered the father of modern education. He served as the last bishop of the Unity of the Brethren before becoming a religious refugee and one of the earliest champions of universal education, a concept eventually set forth in his book Didactica Magna. As an educator and theologian, he led schools and advised governments across Protestant Europe to the middle of the 17th century. John Amos Comenius said, "Let the main object, that is the focus." What is the main object? The focus of your family is the main object. And from there, the love relationship springs up. The deep, intimate relationship with your nature springs out. And that is the main focus. And in that you find the feel, smell, taste, touch and see. Plan, organize, direct, control, execute. The 5 stages. If you understand the 5 stages, then the book of the 5 rings applies over here. Let the main object, most of the time people's focus has been disconnected. The focus should be not to allow the predator to prey on you, but you have to prey back. Like the girl married, she goes to her husband's house. She must understand that she is not a prey, but she has to go there not to prey them also, but to gain as much as possible, just to open your heart and the mind so wide open, including the whole physical body and the mental structure, so that you do not have to pick anything. It picks off its own, and their strength comes to you. You have to make sure that their strength comes to you. Once their strength is absorbed in your body, then whatever you say, whatever you learned, whatever practical experience you had, they accept. Just a simple thing. That one thing, focus was not there. And the moment they go there, they see a different taste. But when it's not to see a different taste, it is your idea to find out why that different taste. Why it has been made like that? Are they stagnant water? And if it is stagnant, how can I make it flowing? You must always try to use your brain. And then you find you got another huge box of gold. Their family, their friends, their background, everything is yours. When we go and meet a friend, we never try to open our heart to the friend, to accept his totality. We always try to prove something. Let the main object, what was the main object of the politician? What was the main object of the religious leaders? What is the main object? These two people have found out, including the business people has found out. These two, the religious people and the politician, has used the business people to stabilize, confuse and create chaos. And what the business people, what the religious people is telling, nobody understood. And they knew a mass hypnotism works. Many of the Indian Hindu people go to the temples. but they don't understand what the priest is telling, neither what they're talking to what God. The same thing, they go to the church, boys and girls go to the church for what? To make love, to understand love, or what it is, but nothing about religious. Neither they are worried about what the church father blah 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 says in the church. Same on the Muslim community. Mass hypnotism on Fridays. What the mullah says, who cares? And they knew. And this religious institution has become the standard routine of the political leaders from the stage. They start screaming. They know whatever they say, people don't understand. They don't need to understand. Yes. And they have used the fourth estate, the media, and media to a certain extent to move to the left, to the right. But now the real media, 100 times said a lie becomes the truth. The Republic TV is the real religious leader and the real political leader. You can understand. He allows both the people to shout. Both the people are screaming and nobody understood. And people are watching the TV just to hear this commotion and the chaos. And that was what the children have been taught. Let the main object is gone. The screaming is very important. Even my children tells me, oh, Habba means festival. It is Jora. What is Jora? I said, lot of noise, a lot of people, they didn't understand anything. There are a lot of lights and noise, a lot of music and noise. Like the Japanese said, what is this so much of noise they're making? Is that music? And that has become the way of life to stabilize, to create the strongest foundation of the slaves, so that you continue to live like a master and others are the slave. Amos Comenius led the main object to seek and to find. Jesus Christ said, seek and you shall find it. Seek, you must understand. Follow and seek are two different. When you follow, you will not use your own talent. Wow. To seek means you use your own talent. To seek means you reach a stage of consciousness. You reach a stage of absorbing things. Or you reach a stage of not fear. You know, you open your heart, who can steal anything? You are ready to accept whatever comes in, and like the duck on the riverbed, you scoop the prey and leave the mud out. You know, whatever comes in, you can scoop it. To seek and to find a method of instruction by which teachers may teach less, but learners learn more. Teach less and learn more. Teach less means you give a particular subject, ask the child to penetrate deeper and deeper and deeper. Such a beautiful thing. But this Amos Comenius said, teach less, but learners learn more. The business community became very, very happy. They picked it up, and that became the gospel of truth. Teach less means pay less, but make them work more. Political leaders knows, give them less, but loot more. Religious leaders knew, show a store and say there is God. Less, but more you take. Teach less, but learners learn more. That is one of the fantastic ideas. It must have come from a real jnani. Amos Comenius must have been a real God who came in the Krishna's form or Jesus' form to say such a word. Teach less, but learners learn more. Please, teachers and masters, try to teach less, but you should not give it. When you teach less, you have to be non-stop drip irrigation. You are non-stop drip it up. Otherwise, the children will never learn more, because it is a confused society already created, like the Republic TV, confusion created, a lot of shouting on both the sides. Teach less, but learners learn more. Then the child learns more, and the child is in deep love. School is the manufactory of humanity, said Amos Comenius. Manufactory of humanity, the deep intimate relationship with the nature creates a humanity, means a love relationship. A love blooms, a bud blooms through love is a beautiful flower. Much can be learned in play, then that will afterwards be of use when the circumstances demand it. Now we have This Nallikali, learn through fun. In Karnataka, Nallikali means learn through fun. And the children are never in the class, neither a blackboard. It is to read, to write, to listen to, read, write, listen, and speak. 4 stages. So beautiful. Every one chapter is through dance, a song. Yes, they sing a song, So the language, and the child learns how to balance the volume, and how beautiful can be the volume when you talk from one to another. So sweet. How the Japanese girls try to speak, so sweet to the core. Any man can run and work anything. They give little, but they take more. They teach less, but learners learn more. That kind of a beautiful soft line. So the school here, much can be learned in play that will afterwards be of use when the circumstances demand it. Much can be learned in play. Now this Nallikali, what they have made it, a song. Children only singing, and after that they are dancing. They have in one song, that particular chapter, they will dance to the song. So they know the hand movement, leg movement. They get an exercise. The heart becomes so strong by singing. And then street play came. That then Biti Nataka. Wow, the child can express in different varieties. A father's language, a mother's language, a child language, teacher language, politician language, religious leaders language, the media language. Child knew there are so many varieties, and in that so many varieties, and father has got a particular language, mother has got a particular language in the volume. Can you believe this from childhood? It's such a beautiful. And John Amos Comenius said in 1590 to 500 years back, what is said, now they are trying to implement it. Please implement it. Once that is implemented, you can see the amount of power generated. When love is blooming everywhere, which disease can attack us? Much can be learned in play. When the father plays and with the wife, father plays with the mother, mother plays with the father, hide and seek, and children also do the hide and seek, to eat, to play, to wash. Wow, the flowing water, this year, with where there is flowing water, the trees bears beautiful and sweet fruits. Beautiful and sweet fruits, not beautiful fruits. Where there is a flowing water next to a tree, and the house which is flowing, you can see beautiful and sweet fruits from the children, from the father and mother, and even from the neighbors and the relatives, and the joint family are stabilizes automatically. You can see the star in the heaven, that is the family tree. John Amos Comenius led the main object to seek and to find a method of instruction by which teachers may teach less, but learners learn more. The school is the manufactory of humanity. Much can be learned in play then that will afterwards be of use when the circumstances demand it. This is my 375th.